They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Finds space, it's Frazier. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hits inside, it's Phillips. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to Frazier. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line again, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28. chains, moving quickly to the line. Making the adjustment. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Tough run here. It's Pringle. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Play action on first down. Rolls right. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Terrapins with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun. Buying time to his right. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And the Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Fighting off the defender.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll run it. It's Phillips. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off again. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the return, it's Compton. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On first down, Nate Frazier. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Hits the hole. It's Phillips. There's a trick. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. His third touchdown of this game, and his third on the season.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Driven back. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Long way to go on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Mensah fires to the middle. Good his man. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Booster. Fresh set of downs going up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turns it on down the left side. All the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's Mensah to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Handoff for Frazier. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. On the move, it's Phillips. Sweet cut there. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Powers through the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Gives it. He's loose at the 15. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wideout. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They'll run the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Well, we've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Mensa. Left side is Pringle. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Reels it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly. And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Looking for room. It's Pringle. Swamped immediately. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Mensa. Rush right in his face. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Finds him out of the backfield. And they get it down short of the first down marker. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.